Right then. Alright. Good evening. So, continuing with a little bit of Blasphemous. I could just jump down, but I don't think I want to right now. Because of Tree Boy. What's over here? Immaculate Bead. Right. That is the one that I think prevents me from losing my... or from setting the guild anchor. So I will not put that on right now. I'm gonna see what I can do with it later. For now, I remember this piece for a few Tears of Atonement, I think. Nope, Ankle Bone of Weston the Pilgrim. Another piece of bones. And then, for now, yeah, I do want to talk with the tree guy. I want to hear what he has to say. So, first step is to just... close enough. Crying faces of ice announce the proximity of the convent. The presage the pain waiting inside its wall. As the call to be wrestled, allow me to climb to the peak, so I will be rewarded as a sister of the golden visage. So the goal for now is to simply go and do the convent of the Charred visage. Also, you do not take damage from that. Give me back the laser. Absolutely wrecking them. For these guys, the weirdest thing. I do not deal damage. I completely forgot I basically don't have any melee. Right. For the ghosts, the wall thing is probably not that great. I don't need to jump down there, I know where it is. I have not before noticed the face down in the background. That does look kind of great. Yep. Okay, so if the ghosts are positioned correctly, that prayer also deals a good amount of damage to them. Otherwise, it's probably not that great. Okay. Ranged attack, thankfully, still kind of goated. I'm just gonna... The ranged attack actually kind of slaps. Especially those ghosts. If I fall down here, I think I also just land in the cavern. I'm gonna try that, however, later. Let me just go ahead and mark that with... I used the skull, didn't I? I don't want to do that now because I want to get up higher. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that later. Well, that kinda hurt. What do you have to say? Good sound, the drinking will follow me forever, no matter where I go. This is my sentence, it is time to cross towards the other side of this cursed dream. I think this is the path forward, and this I think is just a side path? Yes. Do I have empty... Restore health? No, I do not have empty bile flasks. Yeah, I do not. I have the incense garlic. Which I think I should have maybe given those to the incense garlic. I maybe should have given that to the kisses of wounds. Now that I understand how that actually works, but that the people are dying. Well, it did not like that. Parietal bone of Lassa the Inquisitor. You go over to this one. Tears of Atonement, but that's fine. Where do I go when I... Okay, I know where I fall down there. And this is just the other side. I'm gonna remember that for the vine that is there. Well, I want to remember that for the vine that is there, so I'm not gonna go ahead and go with that now. Oh. Here I need the wind to be in a specific direction. So I can get over. Well, fuck, I overestimated my ability there. And wind to the left, please. Unfortunately, I can't throw my ranged attack upwards. Those guys are still incredibly annoying. Can you stop floating above me? Okay, where's the wind? The wrong direction. And correct direction. Grab Tears of Atonement. I kind of expected that to be the case. Is there... could be... Okay, to the convent.
Indeed, sister of mine. Our encounter is approaching. The miracle will protect me. I do not need your protection this time. Leave me alone.
Right. After I deal with the Charred visage, I'm gonna go visit Perpetua. Someone was friendly enough to explain to me how to get to her, which, I will be honest, I would have probably just looked up. I can now laser back. Not all that often, all things considered, but often enough, I guess. I do wonder, is it maybe smarter to not use that specific mea culpa core? Power and duration, because mostly of the increases power and duration. The cost doesn't really matter. Sisters humble themselves before two holy figures in the crypts. What secrets might they hold? Their eyes anticipate sacrifices, anticipate pain, anticipate blood. Laser would have probably just dealt with that faster. but the ranged attacks do help. This is just the elevator, which I still do not intend to use. Except to... No, how do I... Anticipate blood. Heart of the Unnamed Minstrel. Wait, have I never gotten that? Did I never just realize you need to give blood? I just... Well. They forged me a couple of... Sword Core. Forged them as ballads of forbidden verses. Can be inserted into my culpa. Reduces the duration of the parry, but eases the execution of a righteous riposte. The riposte does not do anything for me. Sing for me, Canto, and may your song relieve my pain. Those are the words written on the tombstone. There lay the one who prayed by singing, creator of verses that one fateful day reached the wrong hearts. And even if we no longer hear his voice and no one calls his name, his singing will remain with us forever. That would have actually been kinda good in the last attempt, where I did kind of rely on parrying and riposting, but I just had the longer parry duration for that. And in this one, I don't really use it either way. Okay, I need the silvered lung here. Ranged attack, amazing. Ranged attack will probably not help against the laser ghost, though. I need an entire combo to deal with the things that used to be one-shots. I'm gonna have to pay attention to other possible spots where I can give blood, because I knew that the giving blood was a mechanic, but I was unaware that it may actually be useful outside of getting further back. Okay, you can't just stand in between them. Ranged attack, still great. Not actually looking forward to the boss fight against the Charred Visage itself, because I feel like I don't have the best damage against her. And I unfortunately do not remember. Why is the... Oh, she was standing here and the lightning killed her. I was wondering why the fire stopped. Ow. Find them. Sternum Beatus the Performer. I do believe I want to go down first. Best case scenario, I hit them from so far away that it, from so close that it can actually just return. The ranged attack, that is. Right, cannot throw the ranged attack through there. Oh wait, that is just the upper area. So I'm gonna go back up. Oh, if you don't have the blood, you have to go through the left side and then go through the right to actually get them. That is a button. Instead of a other mechanic. I do quite like the player gameplay. With the I do like the restriction you can set yourself with no melee attack or what were the other ones? The one was health related. And then I forgot what the last one did. Not entirely sure why the attack didn't return though. Tears of Atonement. Activate here. Down, have a sip. It's a shortcut, okay. That is not the worst timing, because I kind of wanted to heal anyway. Also, Pearl, I completely forgot to check the rosary beads. Unfortunately, I can't really go to... back to the rosary bead maker? Or weaver? Yeah, so these are gonna be a problem. They don't actually have all that much health. That was very lucky. Oh. The impression that they just have like two spaces that they switch in between does still stand. And that actually also does kill them. The fuck you mean you survived that? Yeah, if they're on their own, they're kind of relatively easy to deal with. I think the best prey against them is probably the two rotating discs. Failings of Miriam the Counselor. So I'm just standing here now. Ranged attack. Wins it again. And the drop down also kind of just kills them. But only from a sufficient height, I believe. If I see that correctly. Nope. Ow. No. Oh, Okay, ranged attack is not actually immediately deadly to them. And this appears to be a dead end just for the blue wax pearl. Get me the laser. Actually, no, get me that thing. I lied. So we can ignore that. That does work rather well. Ow. Could use another pre-gear. And the ranged attack does have more range than those have. Okay, that was the red wax pearl. No hidden walls. Ah, this is that area. I think there's a preview directly after this, though. This should be a... Oh, wait. You know what?
Penitent one, the moment has arrived. It is your choice that I sound this bugle that weighs down my arms and twists my spine.
Sure. Send it.
It is your choice that its bronze exhumes the crystal tombs where the Amanasidas await you. Do you want to? One Amanasida has already awoken, which is why the Saiter is already resounding.
Okay.
The Amanasidas of the miracle await you.
So these flowers mean that he is nearby, and apparently there's also... I thought Amanasidas is just an area. Like an actual area where you... I'm gonna mark him as being here. I marked one. One is in the Echoes of Salt, I believe. I completely forgot what I marked here. Oh yeah, I couldn't continue them. One of them is in, I believe, in the Echoes of Salt somewhere, but I forgot to mark it. I think actually he might be here. So... the Amanasidas. I thought that because it says Crystal Tomb, I thought that's just an area. I can feel Our Lady between these walls. I can feel her warmth. Her face still burns, a reminder of a sacrifice and ours. Pay the cold and burn our rules. Okay. Have a prayer, and then that should be the Lady of our Charred Visage next. What prayer? I think this might actually just be the best one.
Penitent one and six,
No.
here I shall remain.
Yeah, okay, that might be a bit difficult to reach with the ranged attacks. But the prayer does kind of work wonders. Can you just come down a tad? Okay, second hand. I have another sip. My damage is so incredibly low. Can I please? It interrupted my prayer. Fuck. Okay, the prayer is not ideal. It is good for the balls. Yes, I'm pressing buttons. Please continue. Okay, mouse it is. What other prayer could I use? You are not going to be useful. You might be the correct answer. If I can actually afford casting you. Which I am not entirely sure I can. I can. And it also destroys projectiles, I just realized. Or those projectiles just timed out. That is a very good position she currently is in. Okay, she left. Please let me have one prayer. Okay. Okay, prayer did the job. Requiem Aeternum. Get the third wound. And then I'm gonna go visit Tree Person.
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle, may the gold in my visage melt and erase the compunction of your soul. Heart of guilt, return now from the dream.
Holy Wound of Compunction. I'm gonna have to look up what that means. And now the gate is open. Before I go there, however, I will check with Perpetua or her grave at least. And I'm also gonna look if I can find the golden thimble filled with burning oil. I'm also gonna see if I can find the Amanicitus.
You have been allowed to behold the visage of compunction. Penitent one in silence. After bowing before the holy custodian visages, the door at the end of the Bridge of Calvary has been opened. Traverse now its threshold under the strict eye of His Holiness. We penitents carry such guilt that perhaps the affliction is giving us a second breath. But be wary. Amongst prayers, it might silently come creeping to us one day.
Right, unlock a shortcut. I don't know. Yeah, no, the Mea Culpa Shrine. Just activate that. I can afford you. So what do you actually look like? Ranged attack. Unfortunately, I am pretty sure it's not a good one. So go down and then left. Left should be easy after she is dead. Wonderful. And that should be... Yep. That's the prie-dieu. Have a prayer, restore my health and everything. It said something about a second visage somewhere. I think I'm just gonna use the elevator because that is still in the Graveyard of the Peaks as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave and come back in. Laser. Those guys are still annoying, even with a one-shot. So we go down. I don't see anything to the sides, except that, which I can just go in now.
Take the next. Oh.
Thank you for more max health. And then we can go and leave. Talk with the tree boy. I love that laser. Can you actually? No, you cannot. I thought maybe the laser could, You deal damage just by falling on people? That's kind of funny. Give.
I feel the boiling oil entering my frigid veins. I can still answer the call.
No answer. So I assume... Yep, now he's gone. Tears of Atonement. Not yet. The petals I need for the other girl. Who lies below? Right then. Back to the... Have I activated that? I don't think I have, so I'm just gonna... return. And then right the elevator down. I have not actually found the Amanecidas yet. Oh wait, before I go down, there is still this area I need to check. And then that just falls me down onto the Prie-Dieu. I'm absolutely sure of that. That was the wrong prayer. You know what? I'm just gonna go through the right and climb up. I think that's faster. Also, switch my prayer. Not the prayer I actually wanted to use. At least against this guy, but at least we have ranged attack. The wind is annoying. Also interesting to see that they're just completely immune to lightning from above because of their sarcophagus that they're carrying. No. So this time I go to the right. So that's a laser. If I fall down here, just go down to the... okay. An empty bile vessel. Very nice to have. Dodge that. Occipital of Tequila, the Metalsmith. Get me... oh wait, for that I need the divine power. Oh, that's where I'm gonna mark that with... what did I use for the merchant? Blue. So I'm gonna mark the Amanecides. I'm pretty sure that's here. Yeah, for that I need the vines. Where did I get the torn bridle? Where did I get the torn bridle thing? Okay, anyway. I think I'm just gonna go back to the... to Albero. Since we have now finished up here, then go to the Echoes of Salt. Ah, I forgot the boy. I do have the incense garlic for you.
Merciful.
Do we have anything more for you?
The virtuous?
No. I'm gonna go up and collect the boy. Also give them a hair. Remains of Tenturia's hair.
The Order blesses thee. Penitents won in silence.
Tears of Atonement again. I do have the coins. I need the torn bridal veil, I believe it was. Up I go. And now I need to go and grab the boy. I missed him. Fuck. Can I just use a prayer for that? Maybe. I was able to use prayers for other boys, so it could very well be possible. But which prayer would it be? Oh. This one. Yes. Right. Where olive trees wither. Okay. Down to Albero. And down to the Echoes of Salt, which is fastest. Probably just to drop down here. Yeah, okay, so I have... Also, I know now how the graves come into play. And that basically, if you don't give them enough healing materials, they kind of just cannot heal them, and then the people die, which does make sense. That's not actually where I wanted to go. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't just use the teleport, can't I? The teleport should probably be faster. Why is there someone just behind bars? Okay, Echoes of Salt. Grievance Ascends. It actually shows on the map that there's a path here. I'm just gonna go below. Okay, the ranged attack does not help. Laser. Okay. Ranged attack it is. And this is Grievant Mourning and Havoc, right? I don't remember whether or not this door was shown already in the normal game, or if that is exclusive to New Game Plus. And with exclusive, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the door was always there, but that you can get through. Is what I mean with exclusive in New Game Plus. Resting place of the sister.
Penitent one, you stand before the tomb below which my name, Perpetua, rests. And with it, a body vanquished a long time ago. Although we were already introduced through the wounds of our confrontation, the audacity of your faith now gives us the chance to meet once again. A meeting behind the back of a miracle that ends up knowing all. You were able to defeat the lie created by the miraculous zeal that possessed my face and armor, but not my voice, which is now free of sin and dominion. However, I see in you that the guilt that weighs so heavily in both your heart and hands is deserving of such arduous penance. Such is your strength that my brother Esdras, convinced that you will commit crimes against the Church, has asked for my blessing to prevent you accessing such a sacred place. Penitent one, I have seen a different path for you, whose ultimate destination is neither the forbidden nor the sacred places kept behind the high walls of Mother Church. Rise above all that, above even the halls of the dream. This voice of mine is limited. It cannot disperse all the invisible mists that tangle up the truth and mislead us. You must meet with my brother. He will be waiting for you on the bridge that leads to the door of the holy visages. Take this scapular, whose sheen will tell him you have my blessing, and before which he will surely fall to his knees, as he loves me deeply. At that moment, my soft whisper will reach his ears, beseeching him to assist you.
Incomplete scapula.
Go fearlessly, penitent one.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for that. I honestly do not want to fight Astras again. Half of a scapula with an effigy of the twisted wound that hangs at the end of a fine crimson cord. These words, almost torn away by the repeated caresses of Celes' fingers, are carved into the polished wood. Even at a distance, we are together always, Astras. The battle is over at last, brother. Do not concern yourself with my wounds. When my eyes close, the miracle will take me with the Father. Here, this is half of my scapula. Remember that if you manage to reunite the two halves, it will be because I wished it so. My brother, dry your tears. Although I must go, my voice will be yours forever. So he is not actually insane. The voice actually exists. Okay, I'm gonna go into Mourning and Havoc and see if I can unlock some shortcuts. For a later... well, prayers are good. Not if she's above me, though. I do not think I can get her from here. And this is also too far. So I actually do have to unlock the shortcuts from the other side. Well, back to Echoes of Sultan. And unlock those later. Alright, have a save. Then, before I continue... Was he down here at Grievous Ascents? I'm gonna look for... I'm really, really bad with names, especially names that aren't in any language I speak. So I don't remember Mr. Baras's name. The man with the brass around his hands. Were you in here? No. I don't have the torn bridal veil, do I? No. So that is the next thing I need to check. Actually, before... I think he was somewhere here. So I'm actually just gonna return and walk. I think the laser is probably the best just on even ground combat. They actually do not follow if you are too far ahead. That's good to know. Stupid ghost. The ghost type enemies are probably my least favorite. The ranged attack also a bit inconsistent. Okay, wait. Not sure why I never thought of that before. Here he is. I will still mark your location.
The ancient miracle never forgot the five. It bound them by its holy whim. It cursed them. It condemned them. Yes. It has kept them asleep in case it needed them. And now, it needs them. Do you want to make the bronze sing?
Yes. Oh, it's in Hondo. I think I know where this is.
One Amanecida has already awoken, which is why the Saiter is already resounding.
Wait, he said that the first time as well. I think that's here. I'm gonna go look if I can get to that. So, one of Manicidas is already awoken. Which I heavily assume he doesn't mean the one we sang for in the upper area. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I wanted the laser actually. Whatever, doesn't matter. Is... Which way is actually faster? I think going through the hotlands is faster. So I will check if I can find that coffin. And interact with it. And if yes, then I will definitely make sure to also do that with the one above in the gravesite. Then the question remains where the other ones are. Which I have no clue where they could be. But I heavily assume that there are probably some behind Mother Church. The Mother of Mothers. And then, after I'm done here in Hondo, oh well, in the Hotlands, currently. Well, not enough. Am I happy I have a ranged attack? I'm gonna be honest, fighting all of this with exclusively the sword, the weakened sword, would be incredibly annoying. Okay, this is a tree. I don't have an offering because I don't have the egg yet. Let's see if I am correct with my guess regarding that first Amanecidos. So you can interact with them. Well, that doesn't look as happy. Oh, those are... Could you... Could you please come down here? Okay, I cannot damage her. Except with this prayer. Or except with, I assume, some prayers. This honestly does remind me from the moveset. It heavily reminds me of the fight against the Bone Singer. Oh, now she's just vulnerable. Ow. But yeah, she's kind of wrecking me. Ow. Okay, she has her... Oh! Okay, I see. I understand now how she works. She basically has a shield which you need to slap. And the shield, I assume, doesn't really care about the actual damage you do, rather the amount of attacks. Okay. I will come back to those later. Also, yeah, do that. I will mark them on the map. So, what do I mark them with? With this. Not with the green one for the Amanecidas. So, one is already awake, and I kind of, from the feel of that combat, I kind of feel like it is the Bone Singer. In the catacombs, because she had a very similar feel to her fight when I attempted it like once. Get me back the laser. And then the plan is to slap the crystal shield with my sword. For her, specifically. Because she doesn't really... I don't think that crystal shield cares about the actual damage you deal. Again, I think that's just a hit her often enough. And then afterwards the damage is relevant. Which means I kind of want to... make sure that I have enough prayer juice, enough fervor, to actually use a good number of prayers. Whatever. Just gonna leave. So, I'm gonna have my rosary extended. And I don't think I have another Quicksilver, do I? I do not have another Quicksilver. You should be the rosary beads. Not a rosary rope.
Now let my...
And then, again.
Do you have... Return once may your...
Then, what do I equip in those? I think this one. To increase the fervor generated by attacks. Protection from toxic damage. When the liquid has run dry, so no health. Near strength is nearly exhausted. Defense of whoever carries it. Vitality. Fills the battle flasks. This is protection against fire. Protection against magical attacks. This is just move speed if I recall correctly. Yes. Then what do we have? We have the... We have only 3 of the toes. This is Electrify after an execution, protection against flames, block attacks from behind, accelerating the use of prayers. That sounds great. And then we move on. Back to Albero. Have a talk with the boys.
the virtuous pain.
I'll have a talk with you.
Find the next ring.
You the blessed state. Wonderful. Anything in here? I'm just gonna give him like 10,000. Into the tithe box. Just send everything I currently have. Wonderful gong.
Find the next.
Nothing new here. Last time it gave me a well, ooh. Who are you? Oh. So this church actually improves if you give enough tithe. I will give it as much money as I can. Right, next step. Onto the bridge, I think. I've completely forgotten where I got the torn bridal veil. I think I actually got it before the bridge. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up for a second. The torn bridal ribbon it was. Graveyard of the Peaks. Right. Right, sold by Candelaria. So that would be up there. Right. Into the elevator I go. Yo, doggy! I don't have Tears of Atonement. Well, that kind of blows actually right now. In that case, I'm just gonna go. Nah, I'm still just gonna take the elevator. 800 shouldn't be too difficult, and she's directly next to the elevator, so. Up I go. I'm just gonna check the shop to make sure she actually does have it. I forgot to mark her on the map. I don't know. I don't think I've actually went inside into her shop. So, visit the shop. She does have the torn bridle. Right. So, that is the next step. After that, I'm gonna go to Altas Gracias. I'm gonna send a save here. And also... here. Use that one. Prevents the use of Bile Flask, but accelerates the growth of Tears of Atonement. And then I think I'll just see how much you give me. 79! That's not actually that great. $145, so that was 66. Oh, he was not. That actually was a lot quicker. The prayer. I think I'm gonna go to the right to farm because I think that's just more enemies. And do you give me Tears of Atonement? No, you do not, unless I equip that one that gives you Tears of Atonement when you destroy stuff in the area. Okay, they are synced. They unsynced themselves. $306, $396. Okay, you stop existing. $488. Yeah, I think this area is just faster. $400, $500. So these give 60. Can you stop being staggered? I do love that you can deal damage to enemies just by falling on them. $653. I think I'm just gonna have a prayer over here. Those were I only saw my trumpet boy twice, plus the original. I just realized he's completely gone. He's not part of the tree. He's just completely gone. Also, he was fucking massive. Laser. Okay, this area should give me the remaining tiers necessary. Yep, 805. You survived the laser? Impressive. Oh yeah, no bile flasks. Wow, thank you. Okay. Yeah, don't really need to farm, but I'm just gonna keep with it. I could actually just switch up my prayer here. Yep, works like a charm. Just gonna ignore this area. Oh, they have a bit of a range. Alright. Now I should be home free. Then we immediately go to Altas Gracias, get the egg, put it in the tree. And then we see. And also I'm gonna exchange my sword core again.
What I am made.
Bye. So you are sold out. Which I marked with blue. Exchange the sword core while I'm here before I forget it again. Get my prayers big and strong again. Close to death. Here, better prayers. So the fervor bar is not actually a bar, it is actually multiple segments. How do I get to Altas Gracias the fastest? I think teleport to Grievance Ascends? No, teleport to Echoes of Salt. Actually, I think it's fastest if I just go to the Desecrated Cistern and then fall down the elevator. I don't have any Quicksilver. That is not where I wanted to go. So I'm sneezing. Alright, down I go. And not exactly where I wanted to land. This is better. So getting to Altas Gracias shouldn't be too much of a problem. Which is why I'm not gonna activate that. I need the... And then I can actually just, I think, grab that boy. Yep.
With this gold that melts between my fingers, I reject the riches of my betrothed.
And the bridal veil. The bridal ribbon.
With this torn ribbon, penitent one in silence, who summons my three voices? Three sisters became as one, thus birthing a grievous miracle called Altas Gracias. This egg conceals something of ours that still remains immaculate.
Egg of Deformity. Great. So now... I'm actually gonna go behind you just to fill out the map. I can't.
Take it with you, and thus...
Okay, now I have it. Hotlands, which is also easiest to reach via that. So yeah, activate me my return. Okay, just have a save. We apparently now have returned to restoring all our fervor whenever we go to a prie-dieu. Which is very much appreciated.
The virtuous...
I always just want to check in if they say anything new. So now, this time I go directly to the left. Not for the boy, but afterwards. So down here. And then the tree was relatively early as well. Laser does its job. I'm not gonna pray on this. Just run by. And that should be the tree here? Yes. We want to get the Egg of Deformity. You've given Egg of Deformity. Let it hatch. Is it enough if I just leave the screen? Apparently. Hatched Egg of Deformity. So this is new. What does it say? Hirsute egg, bone of an abomination. Its hairy shell hides unfathomable mystery from prying eyes. The cruelty of a broken promise shaped out as grasses, and affliction made her sorrows into flesh. We will enclose our voices inside this egg, our tongues that endlessly twist and grow not to escape. Knots of freedom we never had. Our hair will cover us over with cold until the heat of embers make it hatch. So that is just the same text. And I think now it can probably be blessed. I kinda wish there were multiple prayer slots, because always switching between them does get a bit annoying. So this item is new. I think a comment said that it can be blessed as soon as it's this form, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Though honestly I would probably just go ahead and have it checked for possible blessings anyway. But yeah, this was already told to me, which is fine. Edge Deck of Deformity.
The deformity has opened up. You have been granted 3 knotted tongues, able to grow deep roots that will twist and wring, copying the pain of their 3 mothers. In the name of the High Wills, I bless this relic. Watch over it, for it is now pure and sacred.
3 knotted tongues. Tied together with broken oath, these tongues speak words that only the foundations of Custodia can hear. The plays awaken the sleeping roots from their lethargy, creating footbridges and climbable edges for the wearers. These are the 3 tongues born from the monstrosity, 3 tongues that are 3 voices, 3 cries in harmony. The tongues are knotted into one. Roots grow and twist in their presence, just like the hair of what were once 3 sisters. Okay. So, it is kind of ironic to me that I was just looking for divine power and did not find it, except that I already had it and just fucked up actually going forward with it. So what I'm gonna do now is do the remainders of the peaks, which I've never gotten to. I don't think the ranged attack of the charged attack, the range of the charged attack does anything for me. Get you down. Actually, do I want to go from up or from below? I think I want to prefer going from below. There were no vines here, I'm pretty sure. There were vines here, and there were vines over there. I will probably, at the end of the game, if I'm still missing stuff, I will probably just go ahead and review everything again. Have a save again. What prayer have I equipped? The laser. Okay, that's fine. The talking to the dead is probably just gonna be my least used. Because the corpses you can talk to are relatively obvious. I'm probably just gonna equip that whenever I see one of them. To be fair, the vines are also kind of relatively obvious. You are so incredibly annoying. That was close. The second ghost will annoy me as well. Could you not duck beyond my attack? Oh, there it is. So that's what that looks like. Wait for the one to the left. So this is also completely new. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Lightning. You have acquired Tenturious skeletal remains. However, this is not how I get to there. Oh, it's the vine from the right there. Do I need to be... I do need to be in a... relatively close by, I think. Which means I feel like I'm still not... I still don't have everything here. It does grow up, but it also returns to its original. So I am still missing something. Ranged attack does not help. Ranged attack does not help. Okay. So while I can now use the vines, it is not an immediate you can go everywhere. Right, that's the next area. Safe. Those vines I, however, can use. Yeah, you need to be in a... You need to be relatively close by. Oh well, I have a priority. Where's the other one? You are incredibly annoying. I could just fall down here, I guess. Ooh, a sword core. Heart of Cerulean Incense. Sword-coated giants surrounded by clear blue mist emanating from small creases. Its scent mixed with the smell of shed blood, increasing further generation. Regularly, mist affects purity, weakening attacks based on blood. Which does include this, I believe. And then I just fall down to the pit here. I'm actually gonna take that. So my prayers are a bit weaker, but we do get more fervor. Right, I'm gonna mark this as a question mark that I still need something there. Then I'm gonna go return to Albero. Which this is probably the fastest way to do so. Especially if I just ignore all the enemies. Alright, this goes down to the sewers. Well, the fact that these still can block everything from ground slams to lightning to lasers is amazing to me. Do it again. Alright. So I think my ranged attack is probably weaker now, but I do get more fervor. And with that, more prayers. Depending on whether it actually just gives me fervor. Okay, yeah, the blood attack is heavily weakened. However, consider prayers. And yeah, I should probably use the laser here. So, give him the remaining remains.
The remnants of Tentudia have been gathered. It is now possible to give her the second true burial. With this supplication, she shall watch over thee.
Doubler of the lights. Bring all the offerings to Ludovico. Summons a beam of heavenly light to the position of the penitent one. It punishes nearby enemies with merciless strength. Eyes I have, but thee I can't see. Your lights of fire blind me inside. Up in the sky there fly wax pigeons, which melt their wings, sowing the land. If you call me, let me burn. Eyes and flesh, hands and hair. I want to see thee, but I cannot. Okay.
The order bless.
Acceptable range, I think. Next step, I think. The bridge. To which I'm pretty sure if I just use the prayer, I'm probably fastest. And then I severely hope I do not have to fight the man. Esdras himself. Can you at least, like, let me land? That was not the prayer I wanted to use, actually. I forgot. I have a flask. Do you block this as well? Holy shit, she does. They are just insane, blocking everything from lightning to orbital lasers. Incredible.
What can I do to avoid the difficulties that the miracle layeth in front of my bare feet?
I will help you. Alright, get me the... I think the laser is probably still the most useful. Just generally. Hit me. Also, how does he get over the deck gap?
Is it true that the roads are free? Wondrous vision thou allowest me to behold. Blessed be our encounter.
More Tears of Atonement. Alright, and to the bridge I go. And see how Esdras plays out.
Sister, I know you are there. Even if I can't see you, hear my plea. After your departure, it is now my turn to prove I'm deserving of our captain's trust. I will not fail, Chrysanta. And may the greatest of pains devour me if I let the penitents through this door. On your guard, penitent! That elusive light. It can't be her. Is that true, sister? Is this really the sublime light of your virtue? So, you have received the much esteemed and blessed favor of my sister. With her blessing, she has given you the ability to hear her noble voice, full of grace. Penitent One, meet me in the chapel where guilt was given shape.
That would be the 3 knots, I think.
Where you were anointed the Penitent One, and where you knelt for the first time. It will be in this remote place that my sister will hear my plea, and will send her voice to me once again.
Try to use a tone instead of prayer. No, it is the Brotherhood. Do I go there immediately? I think I do. I'm not gonna save, because I don't think it's gonna be necessary. I'm just gonna ignore everything. And then in Albero teleport to... Holy shit, you've got some reach on that. In Albero used to teleport to get to the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow. Which I believe is what he means, because that is where I became penitent, based on the fact that I'm the penitent one in silence. At least, if I understand correctly. Eat some gruel. Cat. The doggy's gone. Wait, teleport. I very much assume that the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow is what he means. Also, just based on the fact that he walked to the left. Right, so it's just started raining. It's been raining a bit lately. So does he mean here? I'm gonna go check above, because then I can just fall down. Because there is actually just a chapel up there. Honestly, yeah, it's open. I honestly thought I'd have to fight him for at least like phase 1.
Virtuous Penitent One, This was the place where your sword was born of guilt itself, bringing pain to the flesh as the soul could suffer no more. The voice of my sister, may the glories protect her, recited verses to me as tender as they were wise. Her words revealing a different destiny for you. Further away, although not in distance. Woven in shadows, though full of light. I have been guarding this key for a long time now.
Key grown from twisted wood.
It will open the door behind which lies that which the holiness itself condemned to eternal reclusion. But I no longer have the power nor the words to describe it. Head for the library of the negated words. There you'll find the keeper of keys, although the one I am entrusting you with is missing from his collection.
I have not realized that before, but yes, this is the one that you pull the sword out of.
Head for the library.
Okay, key bearer. That is possible. And because I haven't saved, I can just go do that now. Get me my laser back. Okay. And also save because I did use a flask. So, Library of the Negated Words. Next. That should be possible without issue.
I feel my blood turning into black sap, and my aged skin into reddish bark.
At some point I'll have to return to the mountain. Not delivered the sword. A sacred light stains the highest branches of the iron tree. Its brilliance penetrates its walls into the hall where she rests, shrouding my eyes in purple darkness. Is that new? I don't remember that one. You had a teleport? That should be the Patio of Silent Steps. This is still the Hall of Dawning, where I still do not know what to do. Quicksilver. I do have empty barrel flasks, don't I? I have one empty barrel flask. Which I think I'm not gonna go immediately and upgrade.
Those you have removed from punishment were Perpetua and Esdras, foundling siblings who went on to be part of His Holiness Guard.
So he actually thinks I killed him.
It was said that Perpetua could speak to her brother even after death, for twisted are the paths of the miracle.
He sounds happy when he says that. Not happy, like amused. I have the slight feeling that I'm gonna fight this guy at some point. There's Gracias. On the sacred floor I will be safe. They will hear neither my footsteps nor my fear. The miracle wanted the oranges from those trees to make no sound on falling, so that only the wind through the columns and buttresses could be heard. Now I hear only the horrific screams of those punished by the miracle. I will wait patiently. I forgot this area does that. Thankfully, laser. I think I'm... Can I actually grab what's up there? I think so. No, I can't because that is too far to jump. So that area will fall down. You survived that? I absolutely hate this area, but if I see that correctly... No, I didn't see it correctly, because in the previous ones the holes were always above actual spike pits and not above the safe area. The laser, if I see that correctly, does not have a range restriction, which means I can just blast it from anywhere and absolutely obliterate an entire floor. Fibula of Rasp the Ranger. So this area... Is it safe? No. This area is where I can later get down from the Wall of Holy Prohibitions. I don't think I can do anything there yet. Alright, let's see if he truly do not have range restriction. I think he might have range restrictions. But the restriction is very high. Oh wait. That's... Thorned symbol. Thorns braided with enormous patience by calloused hands, creating a protective symbol. Only unwavering conviction could prompt the creation of an item like this, and the feel in these feelings permeate its prickly surface. It protects its wearer from damage through contact. So, from touching enemies, I believe. I guess, based on that description. God damn it, you're annoying. Just walking through me, and I can't kill him fast enough because I don't deal damage. I think I'll just use another prayer for that area. Or maybe, and I want to see if that works, what would I exchange for? You. I still take damage from those. So I guess... Oh, I should actually do... I guess it's mostly a damage reduction. I'm still inside the creature. I can hear its roar outside. I can hear the thunderous beating of its heart. I just wanted to sleep, but I saw the miracle in my dreams. It spoke to me. That is why I lie down in the lady's open arms. But the miracle appeared to me again. It was more and more tangible. Then I woke up, but I was no longer myself. I was a prisoner trapped inside a rooted body. A body immersed in constant anger, constant pain. I am awake in a sleeping body. Right, I don't really care for you. I'm gonna get the wheel instead. Which also increases my jumping distance. Laser. Technically, I could just stand around and wait for my power to recharge. They aren't really hard. Just annoying. Right, I don't actually... Is there a secret path? No. Can I jump from here to there? No. So I need to come in from above also. That is very impressive. Olive seeds, which are for trick control of Luca the Tailor. That one's new, I'm pretty sure. The olive seeds, I'm pretty sure, are for the Kisses of Wounds. Get the boy.
Penitent one, heed my confession. Cowardice taketh root inside of me in the face of this new test by the grievous miracle. Who are we pilgrims, if not sinners, who have chosen wandering as the gentlest of penances? Oh, let my bent back cover my tears.
So I can, I'm pretty sure, just kill it. But I wonder if I'm actually supposed to not. Ow. Okay, I cannot just not. This thing is also incredible. I was unaware it could bounce up here. And I also didn't see that I ran out of heals. What I'm gonna do for now is immediately go to Albero. Thankfully I have a teleporter just beneath me. And give him the seeds. Olive seeds.
Must. The virtuous pain.
Because someone explained to me that whenever you give them, that's basically a time quest, more people show up in the background just doing stuff. Unfortunately, 2 of them are already dead. Because I didn't give them the necessary healing materials in time. I do wonder, is it maybe smarter? Oh, I already have you active. Yeah, you are not helping. I thought I don't have the blue wax ball active. But that was wrong. Okay, Ferrous Tree. Just laser everyone. Oh wait, I forgot you. Let me actually just deal with you by orbital laser. Very much so effective. Then if you run into this direction, I don't really care. Where'd she go? If I see that correctly, as long as I'm within that pillar, I'm also actually just straight up immune to damage, it appears. Alright, give me that. Laser. Three lasers does it.
Those screams filled my soul with fright. Thou hast purged my fears and helped this poor pilgrim again. We have chosen different roads, but still, absolution awaits at the end of the path for thee and this sinner. Wherever it is, near or far, in this life or on the other side of the dream, merciful be the heart, penitent one.
More Tears of Atonement. Now go ahead, Redento. Does this hit you? It does not. This will. If I actually use it when you're close enough. However, I feel like this is just a better version. Actually, I think it does have less maximum possible damage. Are you running away? No, the lightning has more range horizontally. But I'm pretty sure that this is just better. Knot of Three Woods. Okay.
The Knot of the Three Words. Here is where the first miracle took place. One devout and tormented youngster asked the High Will for punishment. He placed a wooden log where he sat and prayed. He prayed hoping to be heard. He prayed for pain, so he could ease the guilt that sharply pierced his soul. It made roots grow and twist over his arms and legs, but not a cry nor a complaint came out from his mouth. Every inhabitant of this land bore witness to it, and all of them prayed before the besought eternal joy of that youngster. This triune tree that sprouted years after his death was named the Knot of the Three Words. For 3 are its twisted trunks, and 3 were the words spoken by that youngster before he died. My great guilt. Every year from its core flows a golden, burning liquid, perpetuating his memory and perhaps to remind us that the first miracle has not abandoned us. For twisted are, were, and will be the paths of the miracle.
He's still a massive fellow. Also, I kind of feel like this is just question marks on sticks that they have back there in the background. Mother of mothers. How did I get to the Library of Negated Words? Ooh, more fervor. Perfect. I now have 3 lasers. Wonderful. Library of the negated words. I see a corpse. Not the silvered lung. What do you have to say? I hear them reading. They mutter the forbidden writings. It is a constant murmuring whose echoes once inside my mind refuse to leave. I know that my curiosity will kill me if my madness does not do it first. Yes, be angry at me for a second and then you can stop again. That is actually a very nice, very neat way of tutorializing that. First you have to step on it, making them mad, and then you can ignore it, making them not mad. With that little hole there. These are still some away, actually. Well, fuck you. And then this head boy, also fuck you. Just gonna laser everybody now. This really makes me feel as if there's supposed to be something below. Okay, here's the keeper of the keys.
The sound does not cease. It creeps on these forgotten walls, and no one can determine its origin or its obscure destiny. For the love of the High Wills, silence it, for I have long yearned for it. For the love.
Okay, he does not care about my key. Okay, yeah, that damage has just been reduced to nothing. Can you not? Oh, this is just the entrance. I'm gonna grab that. Sacrum of the Dark Warlock. Up here, I believe, is something I have not gathered before. For you. It is Tibia of Alzali the Mystic. Okay, unequip that so I can just jump over it. And then here we can expiate guilt. Okay. Well, that was the wrong prayer. Gimme laser. Well, the vertical one. Ow. Masterfully done. Empty bowel vessel. I do not think I've ever seen this before. Did I just... I honestly just need to jump down everywhere here, apparently. Right, is this just the entrance? I'm just gonna do that before he hits me. Ah, dodge that. Absolutely not. This makes me wonder, is anything below here? Apparently not. Oh. Have I not been up there ever? Okay, the heads thankfully still die in just one hit. I actually think I've never been here before. Okay. You still exist. I can't just kill him like that because it doesn't cost me anything and it is safe. And then there's another one above. Yeah, this is completely new to me. Oh, this is a shortcut. Do I care to take it right now? Not really. What I'm now gonna do is slowly jump down and hit every height to look for hidden doors. Considering how often it told me that the library cannot be trusted. Okay, I'm gonna need the silver tongue here. Thankfully, laser. The other kind of laser. A prayer? A new prayer? Ember Eye. No, it's a rosary bead. Bead carefully carved in the shape of an eyeball that appears to glint in the dark, as if she was struck by lightning, but did not suffer any damage. Its resin did not allow the lightning to escape, so it still remains in the ember nucleus, providing great protection against electrical attacks. This was the first frozen tree, the first for which we all kneeled to pray, the first in which one could see a face, pious and sorrowful, among the deformities of the pale frozen trunk. One day it wept from the concavities that shaped his eyes. He wept sap so golden, so brilliant, the amber eye. Aha! Oh, this is the... This is where the rose is. Right, so... 1. The third one is up here. Okay. I kinda hope there is an item that lets you see hidden doors. Because having to go through all of those and hope to just find the correct ones to hit is not my jam. Okay, I do have new biliary vessels. And now I might actually want to go talk with a Quicksilver man. Which laser do I have? The correct one. Oh, come on, I barely touched them. And more max health. Absolutely, I'll gladly take that. Why does it actually have a deer corpse with it? The page has the illustration of a femur, of a tibia, and of a kneecap. I don't think I have either of those. Oh, I do have a tibia. I don't have a femur yet. And this does look like a door. So I guess if I have all three of those, let me actually mark that. If I have all three of those, I guess I can open that door. Ow. Alright, to the left I go. No, we don't. It was that way around. Right. So we go to them. Then we call it over. I think I only get Tears of Atonement there, but I guess that's fine. Now we send both over. Use the blood platforms. This is only Tears of Atonement because I already have this prayer. I already did that puzzle once. What time is it? Is it 8? I mean, puzzle, it basically just predicated on the fact that you need to have a specific item. You have acquired Failings of Al-Karim. fuck with you? The doors are deceiving me, they do not want me to go. The walls are the only ones that do not lie. Through the walls lies the way out of this place.
I, Diosdado by name, Night Watchman by trade, am at thy mercy. You have my gratitude for quelling such an unbearable sound. We are in the library of denied woods, for the pages that lie within these dusty tomes are forbidden and forever shall be. All that accompanies me here are these ponderous keys and the wandering souls that, even after death, still hunger for knowledge.
Keys of Atonement. Wonderful.
What's your step?
Okay, I have to assume that I need to get back to... wait, that was the wrong laser. Back to the halls where he just normally stands to give him the wooden key. From Esdras. Oh, well, I hate that. Okay, here I need to come from the other side, which I'm pretty sure that goes down to the painting area. And you are Tears of Atonement. No clue what I found here last. Right, so what I'm gonna do for now is return to the last video, save, and then I'm gonna stop for today because tomorrow I'll have to wake up like 3 hours earlier than usual. So, I hope you have a better night than me, because mine will be too short. Hope you have a good evening, and goodbye.